Okay, so hello and welcome once again. So, after a long time, we are meeting, and today I will be talking about a very important topic. So, the matter is that uh, the traditional way of the gate preparation is ruining your thinking power. Okay, now first of all, let me warn you there are broadly two types of students or aspirants who appear for the GATE exam. First kind is those who want to pursue some higher studies like MTech or even for PhD. And the second kind is sorry, the second kind is those who want to get a job in a mainly in a PSU. Okay, and also the third kind is, so I should include it, that is those who want to get a job in an research organization like ISRO, BARC or DRDO, etc. There are obviously more. Okay, so now this video is effective for the first kind and the third kind. Clear? So having said that, if you are someone who wants to get a job, then most probably just clearing the gate is enough. So you can clear the gate by hook or crook. No one will ask you that how you have cleared the gate. Obviously, in most of the PSUs, they organize some interview. Okay, so there they will check the basic knowledge. Okay, so let me come back to the topic. So the topic was that why shouldn't you go for the traditional gate preparation? And first of all, what I even mean by the phrase traditional gate preparation? Okay, so traditional gate means what type of questions gate does ask. So all the questions are supposed to be solved uh, within a maximum of 4 minutes, like right. Okay, so but uh, any engineering problem in practical cannot be solved in 4 minutes. Okay, obviously if you have an engineering software, the software may be able to solve that in 4 minutes, but to build that software, months and years of hard work is required, right? So uh, if you are someone who is just solving the gate type questions throughout your bachelor's, okay, so obviously I will take here the subject of mechanical engineering, but let me tell you this whole video is valid for any stream. Okay, so for mechanical engineering, let me assume that you are someone who doesn't care about what is going in my semester, what is going in my classes and all. I just have to pass the semesters and have to clear the gate. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in this objective. As I have said that if you have to get the job, then it is perfectly fine. But if you are someone who wants to pursue MTech, let me tell you, there is in traditional gate preparation, the teachers, most teachers who are there in the so-called prestigious coaching institute of GATE, they will suggest you that you just mug up this formula, uh, you just mug up this trick and apply in the question. Okay, so if you are going for higher studies, let me give you an example. I will give you two examples, one from solid mechanics and one from fluid mechanics. I mean, one from thermal science. So in thermal science, I mean, if you are someone who is appearing for GATE, you must have studied the theory of fins, right? So in graduate level, you are generally exposed to the theory of fins, which have the constant area of cross section, right? And you are solving that. So if you so you see that the gate question is not asking about the derivation, it is asking about the fin effectiveness, it is asking about the fin efficiency and all. So you just uh, mug up the formula of the fin effectiveness, fin efficiency, but you don't know that from where this this formula has come. Okay, now in MTech you will be given a fin with a variable cross section area, and the function of the variation, that is a as a function of x, that will be given. Now you have to solve from the basic. That means that you have to solve by writing the basic energy conservation equation, taking a infinitesimally small control volume. Okay, so if you don't know that how that basic thing with the constant cross sectional area, how that was derived, then most probably you will face struggle in your MTech also. Now you might be thinking that yes, in my bachelor's I should mug up all the tricks and I should not care about that much of basics. Just I have to clear the gate to get into an IIT or an IIC and even onto some abroad universities. Okay, yes, some abroad universities like NUS, like some public universities in Germany, they also accept GATE. Okay, now if you are thinking like that, let me tell you that our brain is also like any other muscle in our body. So if you train your biceps more and more, your biceps will grow more and more. Likewise, if you train your brain uh, only by mugging up the formulas, your brain will think, okay, this is the only type of action that I need to that I need to make myself habituated. Okay, so if you are thinking that okay, uh, I will train my brain like this for the 4 years, I will mug up all the formulas, and then when I will be switch over to the MTech, then I will think about how to go for the basics. I will not say that it is not possible at all, but it will be very hard because you have trained your brain by that type of learning for 4 years. Okay, and that is not a small amount of time. Okay, so to get out of this, I will obviously share you some solutions or some steps by which you will not only able to grasp the basic concepts, but also you will be able to crack gate. Okay, so and so it was the context of the IITs and IISCs. Now let me cover the aspects of the research organizations like BARC, ISRO, DRDO. So if you search on the internet that a mock BRC interview or the BRC or the ISRO interview experience, in the Quora you will get a lot of experience. So I will suggest you to go through those experiences which are available in the internet. Okay, so you will be seeing that none of those are based on the formulas. Okay, so the formulae will not give you uh, the aspects or the concepts, okay, that you need to crack any interview that will be conducted in a research organization. Okay, so those of you who are thinking to appear for BRC, DRDO, ISRO, I will suggest you to uh, go for those kind of experiences available on the internet. Okay, so this was the problem of the traditional gate preparation. Now what is the solution? Okay, so I will consider that there can be two types of people. First, I mean two types of people who are watching this video. First, if you are in the first or second year of your college, then it should be the case that you have not studied all the basic subjects of mechanical engineering or of any stream. Okay, so then I will suggest you to study like this, that if that you have at least 3 years or I mean 2 years before you appear for your first attempt of gate, because you can take an attempt in your third year. So for these 2 years, try to learn the subjects as deeply as you can. The sources can be some good NPTEL lectures, the sources can some very good books, the sources can be obviously your the lectures of your professors of your own universities. Okay, so there are various subjects that I have learned from the professors of my university only. I did not look for any other source, okay, for those subjects, and I cracked GATE by that knowledge. I am pursuing MTech now, and that knowledge is still helping me now. Okay, so don't underestimate always your your classes in your college. Okay, I don't know that why and how this mentality has been developed, that I should go to some coaching centers, like I should not take any name, but okay, all the so-called GATE coaching centers are like that. Okay, I mean, why and how this mentality has been developed, that I should go to that coaching center to crack GATE. Okay, so um, okay, so I was telling about the solution, right? So if you are in the first or second year, first study. So let me take an example of any subject like engineering mechanics. So let me assume that you have either studied the engineering mechanics from your class, or from any NPTEL lecture, or from any good book like Merriam Craig or Shames, or there are plenty of other books also, good books. So now, if I will suggest that you should solve at least 10 to 15 subjective questions that will cover all the aspects of engineering mechanics. So 10 to 15 is a very small number. Okay, so these subjective questions are like which will be supposed to come in your semester examination. Also, you can look for some questions that that are asked in examination like ESE, engineering service examination. That is a very good examination. Okay, if you can solve those questions, okay, those subjective questions, then you can be sure that yes, my concept is at satisfying level. Okay, so first do that, because you have a lot of time. Then you go for some test series of GATE. Okay, so you can buy any one. I personally uh, bought the test series provided by Exargic. I also bought the test series provided by Medici and Gatewala. You can opt for any other, okay, that you feel good about. So first sharpen your knowledge, then you go for some GATE level questions. Obviously, firstly you should solve some POQ, and there you will notice that yes, I know that this question will be solved like this. The concepts are in your fingernail, and so it will be very easy to go for those kind of questions. But there will be some obstruction, like what? So if I consider engineering mechanics only, okay, so there is something called a Mohr circle for moment of inertia. Okay, so uh, generally GATE paper does not ask about the moment of inertia, the the polar moment of inertia and the other moment of inertias. Okay, so it does not ask the transformation, the angular transformation, that is from theta equal to 0 from any other at any other angle. You will not be asked to find the moment of inertia, but the same applies for the stresses, the normal and shear stress at any other plane than the plane that is given. So there is a formula, okay, and that is a bit long. Okay, that is like sigma theta equal to sigma xx plus sigma yy by 2 plus sigma xx minus sigma yy into cos theta and plus tau xy by 2 sin theta, sin 2 theta, cos 2 theta and sin 2 theta. I am not sure that if I have told the formula correctly or not. Okay, but this is a pretty big formula, and there are many more formulae which are bigger than this. So you will get trouble that okay, you have sharpened your knowledge. Now you can derive all these things, but within 4 minutes you cannot derive this. So that is why, along with sharpening your knowledge, you have to mug up this formula. But I will not encourage to put a very great effort in mugging up. I have made a video about how to memorize all these things with a minimal amount of effort. And in short, that is to make a copy of the, and in that copy you should note down the formula that you generally do forget, and just revise all those formulas. Just take a look every night before you go to bed. Okay, so I have made a detailed video about this, and I have applied this thing on myself, and there is a scientific backing up also uh, behind this trick, that why should trick why should trick at all work. Okay, and how can you memorize. So this is a thing, okay, that you should do to memorize all these things after sharpening your knowledge. Let me again remind you that if you are someone who is going to just get a PSU job, then you don't need to do all this hustle to sharpen your knowledge. You don't need to get into that much uh, deep mechanical engineering. Okay, obviously in interview you may be asked the energy balance. So from that aspect, for those few minutes of interview, you should sharpen your knowledge. Okay, but other than that, you don't need to go uh, into that deep mechanical engineering. Okay, but the students who are thinking about pursuing higher studies or any job in a research organization, I will strongly recommend to follow this thing. Now comes the second type of students, those who are in the third or fourth year, or even they have passed out their college. Now if you are in your fourth year, so then the gate may be just on the door. Okay, the gate is knocking, and the gate is just a few months away. Okay, so then you don't have the time to study all those subjects from the basic. So what you can do is, if you have already at the verge of the end of your gate preparation, I will not suggest you to disrupt your gate preparation. Just let the gate uh, let the gate be completed, and after that you will get some 3 to 4 months before you join in any IIT. And in any IIT for MTech, you will not be studying the whole mechanical engineering, but you will be studying the either the thermal fluid science or the mechanical design or the manufacturing. Then you can prepare the basics of those streams only. If you are going for mechanical design, then you should study the engineering mechanics, the theory of machine, the strength of materials, everything from the very basics, and you have 3 to 4 months for that. And if you are in third year, then you can pick up any subject, like maybe you have studied fluid mechanics in your first and second year, but from any coaching center, and you are habituated to solve only the gate like questions. Then if your concepts are not clear, go for any video lectures. I have told separately in my one of the previous video lectures that the NPTEL videos or your class lectures of your own universities are the best source to learn concepts, because books will demand more amount of time. Okay, now you can go for any NPTEL lectures. I am talking about the third year guys. Okay, so you have still 1 or 1.5 year left before your gate attempt. So what you can do is, you can go for any lecture, NPTEL lecture, and sharpen your knowledge in that particular subject. And if you feel right, then you can switch to any other subject. So maybe before the gate you have not completed all the basics of the subjects, but your concepts are very clear now. And along with that, you should solve only those gate type of questions, I mean, along with sharpening your knowledge. Okay, so that was all I had to say, but some I will like to provide you some summary, okay, of today's video. So maybe I will jot down all these points in a PPT kind of thing, and I will add this after this video. Okay, and I will put the link also, that how to memorize without great effort, okay, or without, or with a minimal effort. And also, I have uh, I have heard this thing that after gate, the teachers of the coaching institutes, they say that yes, you do have your BARC interview, BRC interview, now you study 4 to 5 books for each subject. Okay, I mean, not for each subject, for all the 5 subjects you study 5 books in 2 months. So you tell me that what is more difficult, to study 4 to 5 books in 2 months, or to study 4 to 5 books in 4 months, sorry, in 4 years. Okay, and if you uh, adopt this kind of strategy of preparation, then it will not only help in your gate examination, but you will be able to crack your semester examinations also with a decent CGPA, and that can help you to get a any other, I mean, if you go, maybe you are someone who wants to get an master's degree from a public university of Germany. So a country like Germany, they judge you mainly based on your CGPA. Okay, so if you are not a 9 pointer, then the good universities in Germany will not give you a chance. Okay, so I have told these things before also, that sharpening your knowledge is the superset of all the things. Any exam or anything that will come under this 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 umbrella of sharpening your knowledge. Okay, so with this I will like to end this video. Okay, and some particular aspect of anything, your semester preparation, your gate preparation, and maybe any of life hacks, okay, or GRE, TOEFL. uh, I have some friends who are studying in abroad, so I can take them also in these videos, and also I will ask them your questions, your doubts, okay, and they can clarify it much better than me. So just post your questions and doubts in the comments, and until then, bye bye, and take care. Okay.